never underestimate your ability to dream big, because the larger your dream, the larger you will hustle. The larger your dream, the further you are from it, you will keep on pushing, you will keep on striving. Because, ano eh, our ability to dream gives us the strength that even if there's opposition, even if it's hard, even if you think you can't do it, you will still push. Hey guys, as promised, more Facebook Lives for all of you. So I'll wait for you guys to join us in this Facebook Live session before we begin. So for those who will probably join this in the recorded version, you can skip probably 1 minute of this video while we're waiting for people to come in. Or this will also be in YouTube as well, so we can wait and see how it goes and how it progresses from there. So I'll just wait for you guys to come in. But I'm keeping my word. I'm gonna do more Facebook Live sessions as what I promised. So I'll try to do it as often as I can. But in the same way, we will still have more canned videos as well in YouTube. So if you're new to this, just comment your name and from where you are, so we can also greet you and also at least notify from where you are. It's just nice to yun yung na-miss ko when I started doing YouTube more. There's no interaction like this where we get to also talk, you get to comment, get to know where you guys are as well. So yeah, we have someone, Derek Ramos, asking for Bloom. He's from Dubai. Yeah, excited to be back. At least pagbalik ko sa November, it won't be as hot anymore as July or June sessions there in Dubai. So exciting. Catchville, nice day for JFC. Of course, we've talked about this in our stocks by request yesterday that it started to break out. And by the way, for those who don't follow technicals, very, very important to know breakouts, because when breakouts happen, buyers take control. When buyers take control, the stock zooms up until it hits the next level of resistance. And more people are joining. Lester Salazar from Iloilo, Phil Aguhob from CDO asking for STR, Michael Quison, Sir Marvin, Michael Quison from the Guban City asking for Ali. We did stocks by request. So for those who are asking about Ali JFC, we did stocks by request yesterday. I also posted the uploaded video in YouTube as well. So for those who want to know the YouTube channel, though, it's over here. I've posted it over here. The Ali and JFC videos are there already. So we'll probably, I guess, talk about this a bit as well. But for now, we'll talk more about the markets. By the way, thank you so much, guys. I've hit 15,000 in YouTube. It's quite a feat, because I know in Facebook I have around 80,000, but YouTube is such a different market altogether. It's a bit tougher for subscribers and followers to join. But thank you so much for being part of it. You have Raymond, thank you so much. Hello to you. Edward Libares from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Then you also have, who's this? Charlton asking for Vita. Okay na, everyone's having their attendance ready already. Let me just share this as well to everyone. Catchville also asking for VL. Yeah, of course. Please remember this also for those who are new to this series. When technical analysis happens, when you analyze it using technical analysis, when a stock breaks out, buyers are in control, you expect markets to move up and actually zoom as well. Mertz Mayor, top fan, sabi niya, thank you for mythical stocks, mo worth it. I hope makaten ako stocks smart from Netherlands. Don't worry, we're gonna do Germany. So I don't know how close Germany is to your place, but I hope that if it's close, I hope to meet you personally as well. And that's what's amazing about the seminars. Videos are great, but aside from videos, what I love about the live seminars is the ability that we get to talk and share insights as well. Michael Malferia from Iloilo, Joy Gonzagas from Malaysia, Truly Asia, Christine Ruiz, good evening to you. Lopez Narel, good evening to you as well. So now, markets zoomed up as what we've anticipated also yesterday. No, please remember as more bullish, as there's a more bullish stance. Today was for me pretty much remarkable as well because there was a larger than a normal volume. You have to understand, the larger the volume, the larger the conviction, the larger the conviction. I think for me it's a better stance than the market going up without any signs of strength. No, before markets move, it has to be accompanied by such a level of volume as well. So for this video, since I did stocks by request yesterday, probably I'll do a follow on Ayala Land and JFC and AGI probably. So at least we have continuity on the stocks that we've highlighted and started to watch. I'm also excited about MPI. No, MPI wasn't part of our stocks by request yesterday. Then you can also add Pure Foods and also SMC. Pure Foods, you all know that there's something happening within the company that caused people to buy it at such a higher price for the stock as well. Irsa Jockson's asking if I have upcoming books. I planned sana to write something this year, but it's just been crazy. The travels have been crazy. I think I'll end the year with 60 or 70 flights. So I usually take the time to write, but because schedules have been so hectic, it's been hard for me to write. So there, Raymond, sir, reason why the market is 2% up today. Okay, let's break it down. Please remember this also. Markets move up on a day-to-day basis. There could be a trigger, there could not be a trigger, but what's significant and what you need to know, especially for newbies, is from a day-to-day basis, markets move up by supply and demand. It can be triggered by because it's super cheap, or it can be triggered because it's super expensive. It can be triggered also because foreigners started to come in again because of something that's happening abroad, or something that's happening internally, or there's economic data that will cause people to buy, or there's a large heavyweight stock, part of the index that made the markets move higher. Please remember this, no? Part of the index, you have a large shroud of stocks so that have a large weight in the index. You have Ayala, which is a large weight in the PSEI. You have SMPH, you have BDO, you have AC, which all of which, if they move a significant level, if they move at a significant rate, they can push the markets higher as well. So if you look at the closing of the stocks that have a large movement, or let me just go through the top stocks that have a significant level of buying. So you can see naman that based on volume, Ayala Land closed with 1 billion value turnover, and Ayala Land was up 2.78%. So to answer your question, the market was up 2%, close to 2%, but you have Ayala Land at 2.78%, giving it a bigger push also in the market than MBT, SMPH, Jollibee, SMC, BDO, SMAC, PLDT, Globe, GT Capital, all of which have positions in the index, all of them up as well. GT Cap, by the way, sorry, is unchanged, but it had a large value turnover. So if those stocks inside the PSE, it's not the other way around. Please remember, it's not the PSEI is up, that's why other stocks are up. Baliktad. The stocks inside the index are up, that's why the PSEI is up as well, giving us a value turnover of around 7 billion, which is very, 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 very good as well. So let's go with some stocks first. I'll go with the index first, since this is more above and beyond. This is above and beyond stocks by request. This is more of the index. So just comment below if you have any questions. Comment below, especially if it's parang an educational item or things that you want to know with regard to concepts and basics. I will make another video, probably a canned video that it will be in YouTube. So the differences of the videos that we will make, the live market updates as it moves, as the market progresses, will always be via Facebook Live. Then a lot of the canned ones, educational ones, will put in YouTube as well. And then for those that want to get a more workshop experience, the nitty-gritty that we draw the charts together, we'll get that from the seminars as well. So now let's look at the charts first. There. So if you look at this, if you look at the charts, you will see this. Sorry, yun yung problem sa Facebook Live, na nagkakaroon ng disconnection, no? If the internet connection is not so good, that can be the limit naman when we start doing Facebook Live. So if you notice, as I mentioned in the past few stock sessions or or our video sessions, I mentioned that there's a support around 7,400 levels. As you can see, this one here, where's my hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It stayed in that support level for almost one trading week. Then after that, it started to bounce. You are now having two areas of buying. You also now have two large candles pushing the markets higher. Now, the market is now again at another make or break point. Why am I saying this? Look at this. So it's at the resistance again. It's not the strongest resistance, but from where it is right now, the 7,800 level, it's gonna be forced to have some level of selling as well. So here's the thing, just to manage expectations, if the market does not go up tomorrow, it can be under the context that it failed to break this resistance. So when people were saying that the market was consolidating, it was under this range. So this is a short-term consolidation range. This is probably a few weeks, but if you even stretch it out further, this is the longer consolidation phase. Now we're seeing this from April to July 20 to August 2018. So this consolidation phase now is from April to August. So you have 4 or 5 months roughly there, with the support at around 6.9 and the resistance at 7.8. Strongest support is at 6.9. Strongest resistance is at 7.830, where we are right now. Please remember this: the more touches it has, the more and the stronger the resistance is. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is now the 6th time the market will try to attack and touch and go against 7,830 resistance level. Failure to break out from that, I believe, will bring the markets back and lower to around 7,400 over the short term. So now, what could possibly happen naman if what could possibly happen if the market fails to break out from 7,830 levels? It can retrace and go back to 7,400, since we really haven't reversed yet. I got a lot of questions na people are asking, Marvin, nag-reverse na ba yung market? We haven't really reversed yet. Holding and staying above 7,400 protects us from going into a further downtrend, but we still really haven't fully reversed. So what does that mean, and what's the whole context of this? Failure to go break out 7,800 will bring us to 7,400. Failure to hold 7,400 will bring us back to 7,000 levels once again. But here's the thing: if we break out of 7,830, we could possibly attack and go now to the strongest resistance out there, which is around 8,000 or 8,100. So if we break out from the 8,100 levels, we might now have a context that the market is starting to reverse. So let's see what happens. But that's why I like technical saying. It's not about us anticipating, it's not about us trying to predict or forecast what could possibly happen, but it's us trying to see everything based on the numbers and based on what the charts are telling us. I don't try to anticipate, but I just try to react based on what's happening as well. So let's see, and let's try to see the progress of this on a day-to-day basis. By the way, people are asking about the next batch of seminars. The next one, we're finished with some of the cities. Now the next one is already next month. Stock Smarts Manila, September 1 and 2, September 15, 16, and then the last week, that will all be technical and fundamental analysis sessions. So Manila for September, then October we have Cebu, Qatar, and then I think we're gonna have General Santos also in October. Then November we have, November, we'll have Dubai, Singapore, Davao, and Taiwan. So if you're in any of those cities, it will always an amazing part to be, I guess, part of your journey towards financial freedom. Now let's go to some individual stocks. I just want to, I guess, talk more about the stocks that we did yesterday for stocks by request. So I'll talk about Ayala Land, I'll talk about JFC. Comment below if you're enjoying it. Some people who positioned early nung bagsak yung market, no? So nung bumagsak yung market, they're now reaping the gains of it as well. Ayala Land, JFC. Then let's look at MPI. Then probably I guess Vistaland again, just to revisit some of those stocks. Ivan Galura is asking, will it go lower than 7.4 if it fails to break off 7.8? I answered this in the video. If it fails to go above the current level right now, it will retrace to the next support. So that's what the beauty of support and resistance. If a stock fails to go at those levels, it will just attack the next support level as well. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Hello, Mertz Mayor, top fan. Sheila Gonzaga asking for Tel and Pure Gold. Joel Gonzaga is from Kuwait. So let's try to break this down. Let's go first with Ayala Land. Ayala Land, even from our previous videos, yesterday, look at this. The breakout is pretty much solid. So I believe because of this, it will now go to at least challenge the next high, which will be around the 46 to 47 levels for the stock. So that's pretty interesting for Ayala Land, because as Ayala Land goes up, it will also push as Ayala Land goes up, it will also push the BSEI as well. So good news for that. Now, everyone's favorite, Jollibee. We mentioned Jollibee yesterday in our stocks by request start to break out. So if you look at Jollibee right now, you will see this. Jollibee broke out today again from another resistance point. What's that resistance point? Look at this, 287.75. It broke out from that next target price. We're seeing Jollibee touch and at least challenge 300 pesos per share. So if you are a quick trader, you are a person who's following the volatility and trading the fluctuations, break out from the 287 level will bring you to 300. Quick trader, failure to break out of 300, take profits, but it does not mean there's a reversal happening yet. No. So if you're a position trader, maximize your gains. For those who came in at the reversal point of Jollibee, now is the best time for you to just maximize your gains. Sit back, relax, and don't sell too early. The problem sometimes as traders and investors is we try to sell too early, and I did that also. Please remember, what's amazing about the things I'm sharing also is napagdaanan ko rin making mistakes of selling too early, and I've learned from my mistakes. The best time also to position, the best time also to have significant earnings in the market is when there's no sell signal. Let's not follow our emotions, and let's not sell as well. Luigi Sanchez from Cebu, hello to you. Galing. Luigi, I met in a couple of sessions years back now. It's nice to touch base with you again as well. So hope you and your family are doing well, and I really do hope that you guys are doing good. Now let's look at Pure Foods first. From a technical standpoint, there's a very strong breakout that happened over here. So why am I saying this? Please remember, for those who love patterns, that's another flag pattern that happened. So you can research flag patterns. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, it's part of the 4th module where we talk about chart patterns over there. And as of this point in time, it's still bullish. All of the parameters are still bullish. If you'd like to see another flag pattern, it happened over here and broke out from this level. So broke out from this, break out from that. It's what led to this as well. So congratulations to those who followed San Miguel and FB. Dave Laurente Carlias from the UK, hello to you. Mark Garcia, when am I coming to Germany? I'll have London and Germany probably by February this year. You can just leave your email here. So for those from Europe and the UK, leave your email so we can contact you and update. So there. Another thing that I'd like to mention, I mentioned this I think yesterday also as part of our stocks by request. Look at Globe from a short-term perspective. What I like about it is this. Short-term, look at the breakout from this level. There's an amazing breakout there for the short term. So it broke out from this short-term resistance. A probable target price could bring it to around from this point. It can probably go short-term 2.2 to 2.3 for the short term. So interesting movement. A lot of the big cap stocks have started to move. When they start to move, it's something very interesting for the index as a whole as well. I mentioned MPI. I promised to talk about MPI. There was a question from someone from Hong Kong asking if I do this every day. I don't. Ideally, I should do it every day, but I also do YouTube kasi. So for those who are new, there's over 500 videos already in YouTube. So I'm proud of that because it's something that it's not easy to do, but I do stuff that I'm passionate about. In some businesses, I'm just an investor. This is my technique. Businesses where I don't like doing, I just invest, silent investor, have partners who are passionate about it. But in things that I'm passionate about, like stocks, sharing about stocks investing, I just do it over and over and over and over again, because please remember this: one life to live. Do something you're passionate about. It's not worth doing something that you don't like doing it. Kasi sayang eh, sayang. I'm not saying you quit your job. I'm not saying you leave your job right away. But you do the things that make you feel alive. You do the things that you enjoy doing. You do the things that when you do it, hindi ka napapagod. So ideally, I'll try to do this regularly. But because schedules have been so rough the past few weeks and months, I don't know if I can promise to do it daily, but I promise to do my best to do it. But if you don't see Facebook Live, you will see videos in YouTube. Tawid lang kayo, parang awa nyo na, subscribe in YouTube. Anyways, Irisa Jockson, shout out to my daughter Nina, she's watching you. I hope you'll have books for youngsters. Thank you po. The books naman are not just for old people, it's for people who are who want to learn. So I've seen people who are below 10 who've read the book. So there's nothing to, I guess, it's not so intimidating naman. But if she has questions, she can go to you as a parent. Speed Morensat, what's your view about CHP and FGN? So I'll try to squeeze in CHP as well. So let's see how it goes. MPI. By the way, MPI for me at 4.3 pesos per share a few weeks ago was so solidly cheap. Look at this. From 4.3, it's already up around 15% as well. So for those who bought when it was relatively cheap, please remember MPI from a fundamental perspective is a very, 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 very fundamentally sound company. You want a company that's fundamentally sound because over the long term, even if the market is bearish, its fundamentals, its value will unleash itself and it will continue to go up later on. It might not appreciate quickly, but a good company will not close yet. Now, here's the thing. MPI really hasn't reversed yet, because for me, for it to reverse, I hope it goes above 5.5, 5.6 for us to see a more bullish reversal for the stock. So now, tomorrow, here's the thing. If MPI does not go up, it won't surprise me. Why? Because it needs to break out of the 5.2 level. So 5.2, there's a resistance there. If you look at it also, boom, I zoom out similar to the index. Look at this. This is a resistance. It failed to break out from it a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Then zoom out again. It failed to break out from it more than a month ago. Zoom out again. It hasn't gotten out of that resistance level for more than 4 or 5 months already. So you're actually seeing a 5-month resistance that MPI is trying to break. So if it fails to break out from 5.1, 5.2, what do? Sell. Quick trader, it's not a wrong notion for you to sell. Why? Because there's a sell signal there. Failure to break out from that will bring the stock back to 4.8, 4.7. So check it out now. If you're okay with that retracement, failure to break out from 5.1, 5.2, take profits. Retracement will bring it back to 4.7, 4.8. But if it breaks out from the 5 peso level, you could possibly expect the stock to move and progress and attack the 5.6 level. And breaking out at 5.6 will make the stock turn bullish. Breaking out of 5.6, you are a position trader. By all means, no holds barred. Start putting in also as much as you can as well. So that's it for now. It's 11 p.m. already in Manila. I'll have to do other stuff as well. There are other businesses that I have to also study, and I have to study my own charts also for my own trades for tomorrow, whether I sell or hold those particular movement as well. So that's it for now. Hope to see you in our events. Hope to see you in our seminars. Even if you don't go to the events and seminars, it's okay pa rin if being part of your day-to-day lives, either in YouTube or in Facebook, is already amazing enough for me. And it's just fun to do these videos again over and over. So comment below if you like Facebook Live more, if you want me to do more Facebook Live than YouTube, or comment below if you want me to do Facebook Live and YouTube as well. And then if you have any of the stocks that we've discussed, message naman how has it helped you, if you guys are getting a good gain from it as well, or if there's any topics that you want me to discuss further. As long as it's easy to discuss online, I'll try to do it. The limitation lang online, no, it's not as cohesive as the seminars where there's a whiteboard and there's a projector and you get to ask questions directly, and we get to do it more interactive. But yun, I'll maintain this. I'll try to do this over and over. And here's what's nice for this. please remember this. You may have a small portfolio, you may have a large portfolio, it doesn't matter. The greatest weapon that you have to reach your goals of financial freedom, for me, it's dreaming big. Because never underestimate your ability to dream big, because the larger your dream, the larger you will hustle. The larger your dream, the further you are from it, you will keep on pushing, you will keep on striving. Because our ability to dream gives us the strength that even if there's opposition, even if it's hard, even if you think you can't do it, you will still push. I remember the time when I first started investing. 21 ako noon. I'm now 34, 13 years already, trading, investing, doing entrepreneurship. I was working for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours on a daily basis. Why? Because I knew that even if I was an employee back then, I wouldn't be an employee forever. My dream was to quit my job at 40. It was just a blessing that I got to do it at 27 years old. My dream was bigger than what I saw. Even when I was an employee, I never saw myself as someone who was running the rat race. I always was dreaming that someday I would quit my job and just live life on my own terms. The reason why we do stocks, the reason why we invest, the reason why we do business is because we want to live our life at our own terms, so that if you want to stop working, you have the savings, you have the investments, and you have the ability to do it. The reason why you want to invest is because if you have kids, you can send them to the schools that you want, living life at your own terms, that you get to eat what you want, you get to watch what you want, you get to travel whenever you want as well. And I hope if that's why I love doing these videos, because I want to impart something to this generation, because I really believe that this generation is something that we will see more multimillionaires in their 20s, in their 30s, and in their 40s. That we are not defined by our job, we are not defined by our career, but we can climb the ladder of success. That we have something that you can give, that the next generation, your kids and your children's children, will be richer than us. That the best that we would ever be will just be their starting point. So I hope that this isn't just about trading and investing, but it's about creating a framework that us Filipinos, we have the ability to be financially free. That us Filipinos, we're gonna do great things, and it all starts with us believing and doing it. Whoever said that you can't amount to anything, you have something inside of you. God has placed something inside of you to do great things. So that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Oh, by the way, just a quick plug. My book is still out, Breaking the Resistance. So if you want to know more about technicals, I'll try to put the link below also on how you can grab a copy as well. So good night to everyone. God bless you all. And I'll do more of this as long as you want me to do it. God bless you all.